everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Raiders have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going up against the Chargers, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the now Los Angeles Chargers. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal. I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Throwing, Cook. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw is Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. A very solid gain of 27. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Flushed out right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Watching that, Marty.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, watch it. They're coming. Run, go!
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll they'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Denzel Perryman coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Play clock winding down. To throw on second down. Cook. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now Cook throwing on 3rd and long. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. 6-year man Marquette King on to punt. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A first update now out of Jacksonville. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. First down, the run with Lynch. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go now. Green.
Here's Cook. From the gun, he'll throw. Letting one fly deep for Cook. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a Good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Rivers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A gain of 6 there on first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. First NFL pick for the rookie corner, Gary Conlon. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now let's go.
On 2nd down, Lynch fighting through. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 30, 10. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Reminder that coming up later tonight in the national window, we'll see the Giants travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. And then tomorrow night, it's the Colts and Titans, an AFC South battle from Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Cook. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
Cook, off play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception here, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a second down. Now Rivers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming. Into the league, those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. A carry now for Lynch. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Set. Green, 39.
Cook now off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Emanuel coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. No, Jack, Patriot.
Throwing on third and long. Cook letting one fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play for the Raiders on third down. 52 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw is Cook. Looking to throw on second down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Rivers on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Rivers now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Third and long for Rivers. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
A second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Cook, off play action. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Cook, throwing on first down. And complete, right side to Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about Who's behind him? Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Going deep here for Allen. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep in the and this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 50 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen...
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers getting set to go. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Aldon Smith from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Rivers to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. And the Rams have opened it up to lead by a couple of touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They start the drive with Lynch. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Cook off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Cook. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from the U, Rayshon Jenkins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A first down throw here for Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Cook now, operating from the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's complete to Walford. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, bench. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out.
Hurry up!
A second down throw for Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rivers now. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Rivers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3 yards to go here on 2nd down. To the air again here, Rivers. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Fresh set of downs here. First carry for Brandon Oliver. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run. They made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
To throw is Cook on 1st and 10. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now Cook to throw on 2nd down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Got some room at the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards on the ground. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They run. It's Oliver. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. throwing. Rivers. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's Cook. Off play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. So they needed the onside kick, and they got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. They'll run again with Lynch. Oh, look at the juke. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville, and that lead there for the Rams is extended. They just scored again. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You saved them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So out come the Chargers, set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Throwing Rivers. Gates has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Check.
They run it here with Oliver. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go again with Oliver, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Rivers. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Rivers. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Well, he showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Rivers. And the Raiders have got him. Aldon Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
They'll get 3 up to midfield.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now let's go.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Gone. Now let's go. Green, 39. Gone.
Cook from the gun. He'll throw. Flushed out right. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie corner from Iowa, Desmond King. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Here's a carry for Oliver. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On the run, it's Oliver. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able